Stanford just released a new study that confirmed everything that we as software developers have been thinking for a really long time. This study tracked millions of workers over the last 3 years, and it found that early career software engineers, people aged between 22 and 25, saw an average drop of 13% in employment over the last 3 years. At the same time, experienced software engineers, people who have been in the field for a longer time, saw an average increase of 6 to 9% in employment over the same period. So if you see what I am seeing, the market for software developers isn't actually shrinking. It's being split in half right in front of our very eyes. I want to show you what's really happening because this isn't just about one study. It's a complete shift in how the tech industry operates. And if you don't see how this industry is changing, then you might get left behind. Here's what the data actually shows. New graduates make up just about 7% of the big tech hires now. And this number has dropped by over 25% in the last 2 years alone. And at the same time, specialists are thriving. Meta and OpenAI are having an all-out talent war right now, where Meta is offering the top researchers at OpenAI a $100 million signing bonus, with salary packages going up to $300 million over the next 4 years. That's more than what the CEO at a Fortune 500 company makes even after working there for the past 30 years. This basically shows one thing. While average developers can't even get interviews, companies are throwing life-changing amounts of money at specialists, basically at people who the AI can't replace. I lived through the same experience as well. I graduated in 2023 with a bachelor's degree in software engineering, and even though I had 4 solid internships under my belt, I had a really hard time landing my first full-time role. Eventually, I got a contract position and worked my way up to a startup, and I'm finally working at a decent company right now. But the journey here wasn't easy at all. So why is this actually happening? So in 2023, the bad tech job market could have been attributed to COVID. But in this current day and age, it's not about COVID at all. It's actually about AI. According to a study, AI is writing 80% of all code written in the companies right now. And I can tell you from personal experience that this statistic is completely true. Not only does AI understand certain code bases better than me, but it's also allowing me to be much more efficient at my job and allowing me to ship features faster than I have ever done before. So a company doesn't really need 5 junior devs anymore. All it needs is one really good dev, and this person armed with AI would be able to produce an output equivalent to 5 junior devs without AI. So in a way, the tech job market is being rebuilt from the ground up. So after hearing all this, the question now becomes, how do you make sure you're not average and someone AI can replace easily? I'm gonna walk you over the stuff that actually worked for me and something that can actually work in this market right now. First thing, master AI tools but actually understand what's happening underneath. You can't escape AI. Every major employer now expects you to use coding tools like Claude, Cursor, and Copilot to get your things done. But knowing how to use these tools to generate code is actually not enough. That's just the absolute baseline. What actually separates the average developer out from an elite developer is that the latter actually understands the code being produced by the AI. This developer understands the fundamentals and is also able to catch when AI makes a mistake and guide it in the right direction. So my advice, if you're in school or university right now, is that focusing on fundamental is now more important than ever. Because anyone can use these tools to generate code, but what's going to separate you from the rest of the pack is that you actually understand what's going on and you'll be able to guide and direct the AI in the right direction to actually produce some good quality production ready code. Second, going deep in one specific area. So after hearing all this, one thing is pretty clear. The market doesn't value generalists anymore. It needs specialists. So what does that mean for you? It means picking one specific area and going deep into it. It doesn't matter what the area is, whether it's artificial intelligence, front-end development, back-end development, data engineering, security, it doesn't matter. You just pick one specific area you're interested in and you go deep into it. So what does going deep actually mean? It means understanding everything you can about that one specific area. Now, suppose you pick back-end development. That means understanding why and how the APIs were actually configured, why certain architectural decisions were made, why the database indexes were set up that way. Basically, understanding every small thing you can lay your eyes upon and understanding the entire system better than a generalist can. And that's going to allow you to stand out in this market. Third, building projects that actually matter. So using AI, you can actually build some really cool projects right now that are not only complex in nature, but also allow you to flex your software engineering skills a little bit. My advice would be to build something that you actually want. So I'll give you an example. So me and my friend actually wanted a personal portfolio website that would integrate our resume, LinkedIn, and GitHub into one cohesive place. So we actually ended up building a really cool tool in which you could go and upload your resume. We use AI for processing in the backend that would extract out all the key achievements and skills from the resume. It would then use LinkedIn and GitHub APIs in the backend to fetch all your projects and key achievements, dynamically link them with what you have written on the resume, and generate a cohesive website which you can share with other people. The best part is that it did that in under 30 seconds. Now, I'm not trying to sell my side project to you, but I had a lot of fun building that project, and it gave me a huge talking point within my interviews as well. So my advice to you would be to actually build something that you want to build. Fourth, learn in public. I would say that this is the most underrated point amongst all the things I have mentioned so far. You don't have to be an expert to post online, you just have to share your journey and your learnings. If you figured out a cool thing, write a blog post about it. If you're working on a cool project, make a LinkedIn post about it. Maybe even write a thread on X. The point is that you can't be a good developer behind closed doors anymore. You have to put yourself out there. So this basically does two things. First thing, it actually forces you to learn, because in order to teach someone something, you have to have a deeper understanding of the topic yourself. The second thing it does is it builds your credibility. Now, if two people are applying to the same job, you're going to be infinitely more valuable than the guy who just has a resume because you learn and share in public. So as I said before, you don't have to be an actual expert to post online. Just share your journey, because odds are there'll be people on the same journey as you and they'll appreciate your unique insight. The fifth and final tip I have for you is full immersion. So for this, try to follow creators within your specific niche who are actually sharing their learnings online. My advice would be, if you're vying for a job in Netflix, Google, or Amazon, or any of these big tech companies, try to find engineers working within these companies who are actually sharing their learnings online. Follow them, learn from them, and try to gather as much information as possible from these people. The other thing is, try to gather knowledge from as many sources as possible. For example, personally me, I am working in infrastructure right now. So I'm actually reading this book called the DevOps Handbook. And even though this book is a bit outdated now, the fundamentals of it are actually solid and are really helping me in my daily job. So in conclusion, here's why all of this actually matters. Being exceptional in your domain doesn't just allow you to keep your job. It gives you access to more opportunities, higher pay, and also allows you to work on more interesting problems. Being at the top of your field also allows you to see problems that no one else can see. And using this information, you can go out and build a business or a startup that solves this particular problem, and that can easily 10x or 100x your income if executed right. So being the best gives you leverage that no one else can take away, and maybe in this terrible job market, that's exactly what you need.